Okay, today for HarborFinancialOnline.com, I want to talk about the new tax breaks that are out there that have been provided by the IRS, and I want to go over some of the big tax breaks first that I think that are the most important. Over time, I'm going to create a series of videos about all the tax breaks because there are so many new ones out there. With the Obama administration, they put into effect a lot of different tax changes and tax law modifications. So today I'm just going to go over introductory, some of the bigger ones, but I will provide future videos on all the other breaks. So what I'm going to do is an interactive discussion with the tax changes, and I'm going to go through our website and click through the website and show you how these changes will affect you and how you can get them. So let me bring up the website for you. The first thing I want to go over with you, as you can see on the site here, we're on HarborFinancialOnline.com, is capital gains. And what has happened with the tax change with this is on short-term gains, if you make under, I believe, $61,000, if you make $61,100 or less, you don't have to pay tax on any short-term gains. And short-term investment is 12 months or less. So if you bought and sold a stock in less than 12 months, then you're going to owe no tax on it. So this is a huge change to the tax law. So I recommend taking advantage of this if you can. So you can see on the site here, we have a full page devoted to short-term and long-term gains, but I'm specifically talking about short-term with this tax change. When you prepare your return online, it automatically takes into effect that change, so you'll receive the credit for that and won't get taxed on that sale of asset. The next thing I want to go over with you guys is I'm going to click through the website here and find my next change. Tax deductions for homeowners. You've probably heard this in the news, but for first-time home buyers, there's an $8,000 credit that you can receive on your 2009 tax return. So that'll be the return you're filing next year. This isn't just a regular deduction, this is a full credit. So you're going to get, assuming you're going to have a large enough refund on your return, you'll get an additional $8,000 just by buying a house. So I consider this, if not probably the best change to the tax law recently for anyone that's looking to buy a house or move into one soon. It's a really nice credit. Let's see here. Medical expenses have also increased. The deduction amount has increased, so that's an area to make sure that you take full advantage of. But again, if you're preparing the return online, it's automatically going to calculate any of these tax changes to your return. I'm going to look for a couple of the other big ones that I think are important to you guys. Let me take a look at my notes real quick. Property taxes. This has changed as well. If you own a home, the Housing Assistance Tax Act for 2008 allows a deduction on your property taxes up to $500 for a single filer, if you're filing singly. And if you're filing married and jointly, you'll get a $1,000 deduction on the property taxes. So this is really nice, because the change to this is you don't have to itemize your taxes to get this deduction. Because normally in the past, you only get the real estate tax deduction if you're itemizing, but now if you're just filing with the standard deduction, which is your simple return that most filers use out there, if you don't have a whole lot of deductions and expenses to report on your return, you're just going to do the standard deduction. But now, if you own a home and you're not doing the itemized deductions, you can write this off. So that's really nice. In my previous videos, I went over the economic stimulus check, so that's a big change. with the taxes. You don't have to report that on your return, so even though you receive some money from the government, you don't have to report that, so don't worry about that. I'm going to go over a few other items here on our website for you guys. Now again, anytime you're going through the website and you're ready to prepare the return, you can click on any of these links and it'll take you to where you need to prepare the return. So any of these links here will allow you to start preparing your return after you've read what you want to learn and feel comfortable with it. But preparing the return online is the way to go now with all the changes in the tax law, so I really recommend that so you don't miss any of the deductions out there and credits that we have. The child tax credit has also increased some, so some of the changes with that to help you out. So again, that's another area that has changed in a positive way though. Now, like I said, in future videos I'm going to go over more of the tax changes and breaks for you guys that have happened recently. These are just some of the bigger ones that I thought were the most important right now. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email at expert@harborfinancialonline.com. I'll answer any questions you have regarding some of the tax law changes and any other tax questions you might have. I've prepared returns for the Big Four accounting firms and was a government tax auditor, so I've kept up to date on all the tax law changes, and I still do. And so I'd be glad to help you guys out. Also, if you subscribe to our list, you'll get updated on any new videos that I put out there. And as soon as I hear tax law changes, I do post quick videos. I normally post weekly videos on more in-depth topics, but I also make sure to get out there any changes in the tax law so you guys know. So you'll be sending an update just for your return coming up, and just to make sure you're getting all the deductions and credits you're entitled to. So thank you for checking out the video today. I hope it helped you out quite a bit, and stay tuned to my future videos. Thank you.